All right, get your cloud breakers up on eBay because that is officially a collector's item. Let's talk about Eagle officially signing with MVP.
Oh my goodness.
And so with that said, another major announcement that just happened like an hour ago is Alden Harris is officially signed with Discmania. We kind of knew this was going to happen, but I'm very excited for him as well. So I think the only person that I have left on my list is Niklas. He just posted on his Instagram an hourglass, so presumably we'll also get a major announcement from Niklas. Also very excited about that. So while this was totally known, everyone was pretty much expecting this to happen, there was some weird stuff where MVP was posting about like some pixel related promo event, which ultimately ended up being like a troll because they were already so angry about the pixel announcement being like, why do we care about this? We want to know about Eagle. And it was all just a ruse, but it wasn't like a great ruse because if your customers are kind of upset, then like, I don't know. With that said, people are always upset online. That's just kind of the way it goes. But back to the major announcement, Eagle is officially signing with MVP for 5 years. Now, obviously this is a lot less than Simon. We also don't know any of the specifics. We can only presume that it is a lot smaller than Simon's contract because even though that wasn't totally leaked, we don't know the final numbers. There was a quote on Ultiworld stating that it was like a 7-figure or more per year contract for Simon. And just based on where Eagle is at, presumably that is not the case for Eagle's contract. But with that said, I'm sure whatever he got was probably a very, very nice check. And with that, he is already getting a Signature Series disc, a Prism Proton Envy, which certainly looks pretty sick. It also feels very reminiscent of a Firebird, so I'm not sure if there's like any conflict there, but whatever. It is being called the Rebirth.
We're calling it Rebirth.
Rebirth.
We're calling it Rebirth, which symbolizes a new rise. It's a phoenix rising from the ashes.
Looks really, really cool. Has that really nice premium look to it, and I'm sure people will be throwing it a lot. And as far as Eagle goes, he was still throwing lefty in Simon's announcement video, so we really don't know like the situation with Eagle. He's still kind of working his way up to even like playing Pro Tour events. We really don't know what the future of his health and injury recovery looks like. But ultimately, he did officially sign with MVP. He was throwing lefty and doing so with so much ease. And another thing that he said was that he only signed the contract 2 days prior to the announcement. So even though people have kind of been assuming that this was happening for months and months and months, according to Eagle, he actually only signed 2 days prior. And I'm not exactly sure what the film date was, but probably early January. So maybe January like 7th or 8th. So the contract was probably signed on like the 5th. So it really doesn't feel like it was in the works for all that long, even though pretty much everyone was assuming so. And Eagle kept mentioning he is so excited for the quote unquote next chapter of his career. So it definitely seems like he has a lot of emotions backed up into this decision. So he did not take this lightly by any means. But I'm just so sure that once he got to MVP in Michigan, met up with Simon, got the whole crew together, it definitely felt like probably a right decision because he was just kind of on his own. And I'm sure he has a great support system, but it definitely felt like he was kind of on this island with Discmania, and like there wasn't a lot of interaction with him and everyone else. At least that's the way I perceived it. But now he is with MVP, with Simon, with a great brand that will certainly boost his brand, because even if Eagle only gets like half the boost that Simon got, it'll still do very, very well for his career. I'm sure he will sell a lot of product in social media following. Not that he really cares about those, but if he does, his overall career and trajectory will do very, very well, and I'm so excited for him. And then another thing in Simon's video was that Eagle's girlfriend, Ratana, who is actually a pro, just signed with MVP.
And Ratana, congratulations, by the way, also
Thank
just
you.
signed yesterday.
Thank you.
So it is just so cool. In a similar vein to Casey White signed with Discmania, these pros really do look out for their loved ones. And even though it does feel kind of funny to say that Eagle is like an old player, he's only 25. Just because he has some injury in the last couple of years does not mean that he's going to be riddled with injury for his entire career. He still has a lot of disc golf left to play. So I'll be very excited to see how he does this season and the next, because presumably he won't do that much for this season, but he definitely make a strong impression for how the 2025 season will look. And that'll probably conclude the announcements for this entire offseason. It's been such a whirlwind of like underwhelming, but also exciting, but also like there's still not that many people that sign with new brands. As an avid fan, I'm definitely excited about all this news. I'm so excited for Gannon and Alden, excited for the Crush Boys to reunite, and I'll be very interested to see how they do in the 2024 season. So with that, what do you guys think about the Crush Boys finally reuniting? Did you not care less? Are you excited? Is there a sense of disappointment or apathy? I'd love to know. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Wild Runs, signing out. Peace.